Spider-Man ripping it, break it down in the grind, I'm a Spider-Man doing it his thing, I'm a spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, move around, get it down, hold it down, let him see, Spider-Man drop the high side, while the kid rocks the beat. It's the flow that I'm doing, it's just like this. It's the flow, keep it live. Drop the beat, keep it tight. I'ma get your dance on, get your move on. It's the Spider-Man with the Spider-Man song.
Running the rickshaw, I have no problems with doing it all night long. Sometimes I'll be out here 8-10 hours a night doing it. But the hardest thing is to actually get people to sit down into it. A lot of people are apprehensive, you know, they don't know what it is, they don't know what to expect. But once they get into it, they're into it, you know. I mean, I have people in the neighborhood that I've been seeing for years and years, and people will be calling me, hey, I got some friends from out of town, or hey, it's me and my wife's anniversary. I just got a note put on my rickshaw. Somebody's having a wedding. They want me to do their ceremony in Tompkins Square Park. And people are into it. I'm blessed. I'm sometimes overwhelmed thinking that this is what I'm doing here in New York City.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No motherfucker, it's Spider-Man. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No motherfucker, it's Spider-Man. 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 He's Spider-Girl. She's Spider-Girl. He's Spider-Man. She's Spider-Man. Shoot your web off. 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 Shoot your web off.
Yeah, you know, I went to Times Square my first day that I came to New York. I didn't know anything about New York, and I was gonna go there and I figured, dude, if the guy can walk around in his underwear and do well, I'm sure I could do well. You know, I got a lot more to offer than that guy. But as soon as the authorities saw me doing what I did, they were like, nah, you gotta go. Anytime they see something different or new, they'll scratch their head, and if they can't make sense of it, they'll just tell you to get lost, and that's kind of what happened. And once I came down to the village, I never had a problem, you know. The cops, they'd stop and they'd turn their lights on and be like, yo, Spider-Man, do your thing, and like, because they know I'm not here distracting traffic. Everything I do, I'm well aware of the traffic flow, and I'm not taking up any more of the street than what a biker would be doing, riding, you know, down the street. I'm just making it a little bit more interesting along the way. Yeah, but this neighborhood's cool. I mean, they understand that this part of New York has a big history for things that are different and interesting and creative, you know. If you were to take all the neat things out of the East Village, it wouldn't be the East Village anymore. And I think they would even hate that.
Spider-Man, you know he does whatever a Spider-Man can. A Spider-Man, yes. He does whatever a Spider can.
It's definitely an off Broadway show for sure. And it's something that you can't buy tickets to. You can't even like show up and expect me to be there. You just have to be lucky enough to like bump into me some part of the city. And I think that's special too. Like whoever I meet in the city, I have no idea when or where it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. I mean, that's what New York's all about, no matter what you're doing, you know. It's just the connections you make. It's all has to do with synchronicity, and I wouldn't want to change that any other way. I mean, I'm sure I could stand on one block, some major block, and always do well standing in one place, but to me that wouldn't make this like a true original experience. This is something that's going to catch you off guard. It's going to come out of the blue, and it's just going to happen, and people always remember it. And the more I move and circulate around the city, I always have opportunities to run into people that I met, you know, nights ago, weeks ago, even years ago. It's kind of like feel that I'm obligated to almost do this, you know. Like, sometimes I get tired and I think, what the hell am I doing with my life? You know, I'm getting older. I can't do this forever. This is like, sometimes this doesn't always pay the bill. I'm always like playing catch up with my rent and stuff, but I feel like somebody's got to do it. You know, if I would have stopped doing this, something would be missing from the city, you know. So I almost feel like, look, I got to do this. It enriches me in so many ways. Like, I get so much out of giving people so much joy that I'm happy, you know. And if you can go home at the end of the night and be happy, it's kind of like what it's all about.